We all have a favorite professor or staff member at OBU, but one in particular holds dear and near in our hearts, Dr. Scott Duvall. The Ouachita alum attended OBU back in the 1970s and was the graduating class of 1980.
I was a student here in the late 70s, and I came in as a business major. I came to play basketball, actually, but the basketball here was better than it was at my high school, so that sort of faded. I did get a business scholarship. And so my first year, I was just intent on studying hard and buried myself in the books.
Duvall is not a person who slacks off or gives up, but he did realize something his sophomore year.
In my sophomore year, I realized there's life apart from school. So I got a little more social and just really enjoyed it.
The alum soon began to discover his path in life and embrace the opportunities laid before him. While here as a student, Dr. Duvall is the co-chairman of the Baptist Student Union Summer Missions Committee, program director and treasurer of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, chaplain and pledge class president of Beta Beta Social Club, as well as a member of Alpha Chi National Honor Society and Student Senate.
And then toward the end of my time, I met my wife. I was getting ready to go away to grad school, and she was still here, but we started that relationship. And then it was also during that time, as I was in these upper-level business classes, that I just realized I didn't care much about business. So I was sort of called to ministry during that time, and from there went on to seminary.
Duvall also had something to say to current students and graduates who are going through the college experience.
We're all really concerned about doing the right thing and working hard and being disciplined and all that. And so I think doing a few things well would be my best advice to people. Do school and do one other thing or two other things, but not 10 other things like sometimes happens around here.
What can we do as a student body to create an atmosphere that would promote fellowship and community for future generations?
You guys are really good at doing friends. You have good friend groups and you understand the value of friendships. I think it's important to just be connected to a really good church and to do things with it'd probably be a smaller group of people, but make your friends a priority.
What are some opportunities OBU has provided you as a teacher?
Oh goodness. First of all, in the Pruitt School, we have a Pruitt Endowment, which means I've been able to go on mission trips with students to Israel and Turkey multiple times. Been able to get grants to go different places, whether it be England or I'm going back to Turkey this summer to visit the 7 churches. If you go to the lobby, you'll notice there are 40 or 50 volumes that have been contributed by the Pruitt faculty, and that's because we're so well supported that I don't have to get a second job during the summer. I can take the summer and focus on writing.
Duvall also really appreciated the special opportunities to spiritually pour into students.
I think about the time at OBU, I've had a few small groups with students that have been very meaningful. We spent a year or two together studying scripture and praying together, and that I just will look back on those times as really special times.
So what lasting change has Ouachita had on your life, and how will that last into your future?
I just needed Ouachita to help me kind of find myself. I needed a peaceful place that could just kind of be a rock for a while, and that's what it provided. I had a lot of mentors here, the campus minister at that time. So it's not a perfect place, but it's really a great place to be formed. And then in turn, I hope that's what I've been able to help with my students.
Use it as a growing point and to allow them to kind of grow into who God has made them.
Because you don't show up a blank slate. You've had a lot happen to you, and you've experienced a lot of life. And part of what goes on here is really learning how to process that, in a way that's healthy, and just to kind of understand what it means to be a healthy, follower of Jesus.
For Ouachita News, I'm Joshua Rhine.